TTS circle is made up of community members with a focus on the children, the future generations of our community, and reawakening our traditional teachings.
Taking back power to look after our own and empower the youth, and bringing the tradition back into their knowledge and their mind, grounding them in that way of reminding them who they are and where they come from, and in that way giving them the strength.
We have teachings and values that come from generations that worked for us.
Dear social workers, all our children are special. All our children are gifts. You have to challenge yourself to find the strengths that these children bring to you, these children will show you.
It's also a lesson to the world and to our neighbors, I guess you could say, that they have a lot to learn as well. I'm sure they've, gone to school and been taught how to be a social worker, but I think they're missing a lot about human life, and it's not black and white.
I think it's very important to us due to our history, our past, where parents and grandparents and great-grandparents had no say in regards to keeping our children at home. I'd say it's very important to take that step and letting our children know that they are special and important.
There has to be a lot of understanding when you're talking about the family or the child and understanding their history, right? That learned behavior, right, can be unlearned, and they can learn something that's good, right? There's good in everyone. That's in our culture.
We care about our families, our grandchildren, our family line, because that's important for the child. The child needs to know their identity, who they are, who their families are. That's why the family tree is so important.
Only the people of the children know how to raise them as the human being that they should be, with with their roots and their tradition and their culture.
That we're all human beings together. Not to come here because thinking that they know it all because they've got this piece of paper that says they have a degree. And our grandfather always told us, don't you kids ever become book smart and people stupid. He said you have to get to know people, listen to them first. Don't just come here and think you have the answer. Work together.
People have to understand it's not their fault if they haven't learned, right? You have to have that understanding. If you go to that place of blaming, then you have no hope for that change to happen. Imagine your first time that your grandmother was cutting fish, right? She didn't say, don't touch that knife, right? That's the way the system is today. It's fear-based. Your grandmother said, no, do it this way. She talked to you. Here, you can do it that way. Took the time to show you. I bet you can cut fish now, right? And that's the difference, right? A lot of the system is fear-based. That's why it's so powerful. In our way, it comes in story form. It takes away from that personal attack on you. It's through the story takes you to look at it and make a decision on what you want to do.
Ham ko e klok, ham ko e mat.